This is Matt Hilleman from Kodiak Golf, here to show you how to make a quick tournament, a normal 18-hole stroke play, 8 players. So first off, we would need to go to Events, and let's create a new event. Let's click the plus in the upper right-hand corner, and then we're just going to work top down here. So let's go ahead and give it a name. Call it Matt's Event. Let's call it Tournament. And you can give it information and rules, and set if it's public, if it's searchable for other people to see. Let's leave that off. Online registration, we're not going to do because we're just going to, just 8 of my friends I already have in the system. Well, we will make it a test event though, and that lets us keep from sending the other players a bunch of emails and notifications when we set them up for the tournament and are demoing the application. And you can use it too for making a tournament to play around with and then delete it whenever you see fit. Let's set the start date to, let's say, Friday at noon. And event registration start and end we will leave alone or ignore it since we're not doing registration. You can add managers by clicking the plus. It defaults to yourself. And then you set up a division. There's always a division for any event or tournament. So you can give it a name. We will name it to the main event. Main event. Give it a description. If you don't give it one, it will make a default one for you. And the course, default course. So let's go ahead and select that. And this lists the last few courses you've played at. If not, you can go ahead and just type in here and search for a course. Or you can click the arrow up here in the upper right-hand corner and find all the courses near you. Additionally, in the course search list dialog here, you can see that there's a scorecard here. It's showing you that if you click that, it will then show you an empty scorecard so you can see all the holes and the tees, yardages. You also see there's a little icon in the lower right-hand corner with a GPS icon, which is showing you that this course has GPS information, and so the whole view will work for this course. So let's go ahead and select that course. We select the default tees, and registration limit is ignored. The play type, so that's going to be stroke play. We can go in here and look at the list. There is 4 others. Now there's variations on all of these, so it's not, it might seem limiting, but there's, stroke play can be done as a scramble or not, or teams, or 2 of the 4 scores. So all these have many, many variations. So we'll just select stroke play. And we're not going to have playoffs. We will have only 1 person per team. It's just an individual contest. Handicap type, we will select that and pick. These are the suggested handicap types from the USGA for this type of tournament. We will select 95%. In rounds, we're only going to have one 18-hole round. Net to par, that will change how the leaderboard is displayed. So if you got a 73, it would show a +1. That's what that means. Seeding, that will put the best versus the worst handicaps together in groupings. And then the auto grouping is only used for round 2, 3, 4, and on. If you need any more information on what these do, you can click the help in the upper right-hand corner, and that'll take you to a help screen and just describe all these items in more detail. Let's click save. And now we're here at the registration or the event homepage. And if we click edit, pencil, we can then come in here and kind of go top down and set up the tournament. So settings, if we go in there, you can see these are all the settings we kind of already went through. Actions, these are just there to help you to remember to do a few things. Sponsors, if you have sponsors. Divisions, so let's go into divisions. You can see that there are most of the settings we already set up. So I think we're good there. Note that there's this action up here at the top that we will come back to. And then players, that's what we need to do. We need to get the players into the tournament. So since we're not doing online registration, we have to do this manually. And so we just click the plus here, and this gives us our friends list. And we just start adding friends. So I'll add myself, plus, I'll add Brant. Additionally, if I click plus and they're not in my friends list, or you can search the whole database by, like up here, just type in a name and it'll search everybody. Well, let's say they're not in my friends list and they're not in Kodiak Golf. You can click plus up here and you can search your contacts on your phone. Now what that will do is you'll search your contacts, find the player, and then select them, and then it'll put them into Kodiak Golf, and then it will shoot them out an email that they are now in Kodiak Golf, ready for a tournament. So I'm going to go ahead and come back here, and I'll finish out filling in the 8 players. So I'll be right back. Okay, I've added the 8 players. And now looking through the list here, I can see the handicap index that's got pulled in that they're going to use for this tournament. And let's say I notice that that mine's wrong, or I am a sandbagger and I need to take less strokes. So if I go ahead and click the pencil, it will then let me adjust my handicap manually on the fly. That is just for this event. A way to alter someone's handicap. And then, so we done with players. I'm going to click save quick. And now there's rounds. Now the round is essentially where all the meat of the tournament system is. And you'll notice if we scroll all the way to the bottom, we've seen some of this already. There's a bunch of actions here, clear groupings, add groupings. But at the very bottom, you'll see that it says no groupings. And then it's giving you some help here at the bottom on how to get your groupings set up. So we can add them random or manually up here, or we can do random groupings, or typically once when you set up a division, usually once, you'll click the build rounds action in the division settings. And that'll go through and set up the whole division and all the rounds. If you have 4 rounds and all this stuff going on, this will set that all up for you. So typically, once you got all your players, you're ready to go, you'll click this once. And that'll go through and set up all your rounds. We come in here. Now we go to the bottom. We see all the rounds are set for the groupings. And we can notice that the tee time is 12 o'clock, hole 1, 12 o'clock, hole 2. Well, it's thinking I'm in a shotgun, so let's fix that. We're going to do tee time. So if I say calculate tee times, I can then say the offset. If I say 0, it's going to make it a shotgun. If I come in here and say 8, it will then make it 8-minute apart tee time starting at your round start time. So it's 12 o'clock, 12:08, hole 1, hole 1. Let's say this is incorrect. You can actually click the ellipse here, say edit tee time and hole, and type in anything you want for those values. Additionally, let's say Matt I have a playing handicap of 19, but so I should be playing tees up. So if I go ahead and click the tee icon, the blue, I can then switch me to the deacon. And so now I'm on different tees than the other guys, but that looks good. Now, once it's all done, you're ready to go. If we get out of here, save, you'll see the tournament homepage is still the same. There's no leaderboards just showing you the players and registration. So if I hit the pencil, I come down to rounds again. One thing we need to do is we need to change the status of the round to active. So if we click setup, and now we're going to click active here. One thing to note is this checkbox here. Let's say you have rounds that are weeks apart, and handicaps are changing. If you click this guy, it'll then re-pull handicaps from their user accounts. Okay, turn that off. The round is active, and now most of these values in here you cannot change because the round is going. And if we go back out here to the main screen, you'll see there's the leaderboard, and all the tee times are shown, ready to go. If I come back here to the round list, you'll see that I have an active round for this tournament. If I click it, so someone in the foursome has to start scoring. I'll say start scoring, and I will throw a couple scores in here. All right. And once we come out here, go back to the event leaderboard. We'll see there's the scores, and the leaderboard is starting to build itself. So that is it. Let's say you're done now. You've done this, you're playing with the event system. This is just for yourself for learning how to use it. You can click the pencil and you can then say the trash can up here. It will ask you to confirm. If I hit delete, it's deleted all those groupings, all the rounds, and cleaned it all up. So now you can try it again or actually make one that you're going to play for real. So that is a basic 8-player stroke play tournament. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.